In our first story, the coalition of textile workers are protesting the influx of pirated textiles, which they say is collapsing their industry. The union explained the result of the influx into the local market, unfortunately, has become the preferred choice for Ghanaians. They want governments to extend the anti-textile piracy task force to the market and not only restrict them to the borders.
The protest began at the Obra Sport and is expected to end at the Accra Heart of Oak, where a delegation from the demonstrators will present their petition to government. They are demanding that government saves the textile industry before implementing the One District, One Factory program.
The problem is about the influx of the textiles that is coming from outside. Because of that, our products are in the market, and because they have the same similar designs like the way we do our own, they don't buy. And the customers are always complaining that our products are not good. But because they are using cheap things outside to buy, they get the same quality. At the end of the day, it is assumed that it is GTP or ATL. Meanwhile, it is not so.
Ghanaian textiles. Some are collapsing, especially. Now, Japan is going down now. Printers is going down. Japan is going down. And it's affecting GTP as well, right? High targets. They are copying our designs. And it's bad. They are copying our designs, they are copying our labels. And we want them to stop. Because of that, people are not patronizing our products. So we are appealing to the government that it should stop them. When they get a code, they should ban them, especially high targets.
The imports of cheap and pirated prints onto the Ghanaian market prompted the formation of an anti-textile piracy task force to reduce the crime. The coalition wants the mandate of the task force revised from the current one, which requires them to be stationed at the borders.
The issue is when those members, 70-member board, is retreated to the borders, what can they do? They are not trained. They are just like you and I. So how would they be able to stop importation of those products? They are smuggling it, so they know what they do. And we need highly trained people to be manning the borders in order to prevent those things. It can be done by the security agencies who are trained to do that. And we, the workers who are on the anti-piracy task force, are only experts in identifying between the fake and the original. And the fake and the original are being sold on the market. So we need to be there to arrest the situation.
The influx of these pirated fabrics is forcing the local textile companies to produce less, which they say is adding to their production costs and thereby affecting the prices of the prints on the market. A situation they feel can be reversed if the menace is clamped down to enable them produce in larger quantities, which will translate into cheaper prints and also save the jobs of textile workers. Joy News, Patricia Gasu.